morning, everyone. This is your old hunter, cowboy, rancher, whatever I used to be, engineer. I was spent 4 years of my life in Colorado, about 4.5 years. And while I was there, I was captain of a search and rescue team. And we'd go on the mountain and get people and find people. And we carried this backpack with about 50, sometimes 60 pounds of equipment. In it, we carried this big 11 millimeter static rope for letting things down off the mountain or climbing up on the mountain, mostly bodies. Of course, we had, when I wasn't going up on high mountain doing big loads, I carried this little 8 millimeter dynamic rope, which means it stretches a little bit, gives, and don't give a bad jerk. Then we had this helmet of some kind, keep, light rocks and stuff from hitting you in the head. And then to tie on, we had these rock nuts, which fits in the cracks, with the carabiners, the carabiners. And we tied that on to the ribbon, which the ribbon was used to tie on to trees and rocks and things like that, and not damage your rope. These are the ribbons. You just undone them and you go around a tree, loop it back through itself, and then you tie the carabiner on it. And we had these pruskets, all different sizes. You tie on to the big main rope. If you're going down, if you have to stop, change hands or change equipment or change the rope, you just tie on with the carabiner. And you use it for tying on, pick stuff up. And of course, to do that, we had these belts, harnesses. Well, mine was a little stronger, a little more stuff on it. And that was for somebody you had to rescue. And when you got on the rope, we used this Rescue 8. So it's got these ears on it that you could tie off to. You make kind of like a figure 8 on it, and it holds you in place. And then we had this little 8 if we needed to give it to somebody to, get them down or something. And we carried usually a poncho of some sort to stay out of the rain, make a little bitty tarp, get under. We usually had a bottle of water or two, some snacks, maybe a BB sack, and maybe a sleeping bag, a mummy bag, depending on the time of the year it was. And we often was carried into the mountains in a helicopter, which we jumped out of the back of like a Chinook. And sometimes we just walked, sometimes we was on horses. So tune in next time and I'll tell you a few stories about people we rescued and bodies we took off the mountain. So have a good day, a good Easter, and we'll talk to you later on. And please sign in to my website, Kennedy Trail, and subscribe to it. Thank you for watching.